I just went to sleep over at a friend's house. I haven't been to school in 2 days, and that's because yesterday morning, me and my family got into a huge altercation, and I was was my dad was he got very violent basically, but no one got seriously hurt. Nothing got destroyed. Usually in the family, things would get destroyed by my dad, but nothing got destroyed. There was just he tried to threaten me with a chair, but that's it. But that's what happened, and then I went to my friend's house. They usually don't let me go, but I just tried anyways because I was desperate, and thankfully they let me in. My friend, his parents don't like me that much, especially his mom. My mom and their mom are very close friends. They don't agree with what I do or say or my perspective a lot, but I'm glad, even though we have our differences, they still allowed me to seek refuge inside, as I don't have many people who are willing to do that for me. And my friend talked to me a lot throughout yesterday and today. I woke up like 3 hours ago, 4 hours ago, and he woke me up and he talked to me. I we had we were listening to songs together yesterday night. He cooked stuff for me. I'm so lacking on life skills part. Like, I'm pretty bad at cooking. I can't even drive yet. And he can. He's so yeah. He just treated me with hospitality. He really cared for me. Um, I'm pretty different from regular people, so I don't I don't usually get a lot of value from talking to people, just like random people. But there are some things that I want to share with you in this video. This is a long introduction, but that he said and he helped me with, because I was very suicidal. Like, I wouldn't say I'm ever suicidal, but it's just I have the thoughts, if that makes sense. Of just like, what if I killed myself? What if this and that? I don't even like to say it, but everyone goes through periods like this, I'm sure. Yeah. Um, my situation, my life is very complicated. I'm not gonna say it's more complicated than most people's. Some people go through way worse. I think um, some people go through way less. But suffering it's relative. It's not really objective. You can't really measure your suffering on someone else's. But I will say I was going through very very hard time, and I still am. I'm just recording this video. It's my hair is disheveled. I look kind of weird right now, but I just want to make this video right away after I came back to my house. And by the way, I'm not in any physical danger at this moment, so don't worry about me if you are. Anyways, here are some 2 or 3 things that my friend helped me with that I don't know, that I usually don't think of myself or something. Number one is, it's nice to have someone that cares about you and who you can trust. I like to call it real friends, or best friends, or real ones, or homies, or based people. People who aren't like stupid. They're not narcissistic. They're not crazy. They don't have really shitty mental health for no reason. I don't mean no reason, but I mean, there's just certain types of people that get angry, that leech off other people, that don't work hard, that are quite pessimistic. I don't like those kind of people. In general, I don't want to be around them because I don't want to be like them. If you have people who aren't like that and who actually care about you, who actually want to talk with you, and then they understand and they listen and they also give they talk and they give advice and they understand they don't know everything. Those kind of people, just having someone like that beside you when you're struggling, that's extremely beneficial. I always thought myself that if I just had one person who was struggling with the same things, who had very similar mentalities, mindsets, who had very, a similar personality, if I was struggling and they were struggling and we could meet up, like, that would be amazing. We could talk about our own stuff, we could give each other advice, we could be like, we come back the next day, see if they've applied our advice, and then see what happens. We could actually, like, help each other. Like, we'd be like, oh my god, this happened today, and other people are like, what happened? And then you just grow together, and then when someone learns something, you can share with the other person, and you guys just learn 2 times faster, and you actually get like 10 times the results in life, and you feel like you have someone to go through to at the end of the day. You have someone who cares about you. If you're missing one day, they will try to find you. That is what a parent should do. But if you don't have good parents, that is what you need. That feeling of safety, that feeling of being cared for, unconditionally loved, that feeling of even taking care of someone else, that is essential to your life. You need to feel important. You need to feel like you're safe. I wish I had that, but this is giving me a taste of it. It's not fully, but if you can, I want you to find someone like that, or maybe a few people. Maybe search online. I don't usually recommend going online for finding people, because people who spend time online, you're more likely to find like gooners and like losers online, and dark, like, there's really dark places on the internet. But if you can find someone like that, that is amazing. If you're struggling right now, especially if you have like trauma, if your parents, or if you're still living with your parents and they abuse you, or they, if you're struggling for whatever reason, that is very essential. But make sure you choose the people you open up to wisely. If you open up a little bit, they don't receive it in a proper way. If you can just tell they're kind of a low quality human being, that they don't even listen, or they get triggered easily, or they don't really have much empathy ability, just leave them. Fend for yourself. Try to find the real ones. And yeah, so my friend, he definitely said, like, I could just tell he was trying to listen to me. I was in very much distress. I was like this. I was like that. And I was crying even yesterday. I'm not being ashamed of admitting that. But yeah, I was really struggling, and he was trying to listen as best he could. He doesn't know everything. He's not perfect. He's not wildly successful. I have better grades than he does usually. Right now he's doing better, but it's just like, even so, it doesn't even matter, because what he like gave me was attention, care. He actually tried to care. He genuinely tried his best, and that's what matters. It doesn't even matter if he doesn't really know what to say about a certain thing. Like, he told me a whole bunch of stories about people that he knows that have gone through really bad stuff as well, but they're pretty like good people now, and that inspired me. Of course, many things I objected to, because that's just how I am. I usually don't like to listen to people who are just kind of average. I would say he's not like average, but he's kind of average, but it's like, he's a very chill dude. He's really real, for sure. I have respect for him. He's also really jacked, so yeah, I'm not going to be naming any names, but yeah, I've known him for a long time, and I appreciate him a lot, and I care about him as well. And sometimes I forget that. Like, sometimes, because I've been alone all my life, I guess I never really felt like I had anyone, and I still don't really feel it. But just the taste, yeah, it's important. Another thing that's very similar is, he said what helped him a lot was going to the gym and having like regular gym goers with you, like having the community of people with you. If you can work out and someone will say to you like, "Oh, that was a great set, man," and they give you a fist pump. It doesn't have to be like that. And then, sorry, like that kind of feeling, plus like jokes, plus like making sure that you're holding you accountable. Yeah, that's the word. in the gym and like congratulating your progress, like, whoa, you've blown up since I saw you last or something, or you know, it's really cool to see your pump. I mean, I don't know what people say. I'm not gonna lie, I don't go to the gyms that much, but I do work out. I've been working out for like 6 months in my home gym. Home gym. It's just never mind. I've been working out basically. And yeah, it's just really good to have a community around you when you're doing something. It's just like what I said before. If you have a friend to go through something with, you become so much more powerful along with that person. You form a strong bond. This will probably last your lifetime, genuinely, and it will shape you as a person. Just having someone else, and even in a small thing like the gym, or a relatively small thing, it helps you a lot. You both make faster progress than if you were just alone. If you had no one to push you, if you had no one to congratulate you, if you had no one to challenge you. So he told me like that's really important. Now I don't think I really want to do that right now. I don't think I'm at the stage of life where going to the gym and having a group of gym goers, like that's, I don't know if that's specifically what I want right now. I have a lot of things that I want to do. That is one of them. I want to get jacked. You know, right now I'm not there yet, but I know I'm going towards there. But yeah, that's the thing. So if that helps you, if that inspires you, he said a school gym, that's very important. Where that's like really easy to do. If you just go to your school gym after school every day, and you see the same people, and then you get bigger, and getting jacked is amazing. It gives you so much confidence, like in yourself. You know how the biggest dudes are like the chillest dudes in reality? It's because when you're big, when you're jacked, you feel confident. Like you wanna go out, you wanna like have people underestimate you. You wanna have people think you're a skinny bitch if you're wearing a sweater. And then you open it and then you're just jacked and people just respect you. People just compliment you. That's what he said. I'm not jacked right now, but even I've gotten some comments because I used to be very not jacked. Right now I'm just not jacked. But he's actually kind of jacked. And I think he's 18. So he's told me he's gotten lots of compliments, and it just helps you a lot. He's told me, and it just makes a lot of sense. Like, as a man, your priority, like one of your priorities, should be getting jacked, going to the gym, doing some sort of exercise at least, like just for health reasons, and eating whole foods, sort of like elimination diet. Yeah, that's really important. And then, if you can do that, do that. Like go to your school gym or something with people. What else did he say? He also said I was thinking too much. This is a bit wishy-washy for me. I'm not really sure what to think about this, which proves his point exactly, the fact that I'm thinking too much. But I think deeply about many things because I want to get it right the first time, or I want to do it well, so that if something goes wrong, I can kind of understand and correct that. It's like, I think I got this from Alex Hormozy, this like hundreds of $1 million entrepreneur. He's really based and cool. He's also jacked, by the way. But he said, in order to be successful, in order to make it big at whatever you're doing, whether like, for example, a business, you have to get through the stages. You have to make progress. You have to, like, for example, have a routine. Like, if you have a routine, and then you also have the ability to get good, like, employees, okay, great employees. If you have the ability to train the people, if you have the ability to network with other businesses and like talk to them, and like social skills and how to get value from them and give them value yourself, how do you get yourself out there, whatever it is in terms of business. I don't know why I'm using business as an example. That's his example. I should be using something else like coding or math or badminton, because those are things that I'm actually good at. But like for badminton, for example, you need agility, you need strength, you need speed, you need technique with the racket skills, like how you move your body. You need like reaction speed. You need more racket skills, I guess. You need stamina. You need all these things in order to be really good at badminton. It's like why am I talking about this? I'm trying to say, like, if you never think about it in the first place, you will never become good at what you do, what you want to be good at. And that's why I think deeply about things, because I'm like, what do I actually need to get to the next level of badminton? Well, I can see, okay, my overhead, maybe I can't slice, maybe I can't hit a drop shot properly that's fast and catches my opponent off guard. If I don't have that in my arsenal, they're gonna I'm gonna have less attacking options, and my attack becomes weaker, and that is like, it's like a gate towards my progress. However, if I go ahead and remove this gate, I unlock a whole tier, new level of badminton skill or aptitude. It's just like with your physique. If there's a muscle that's bad, that looks bad, if you improve that muscle over a few weeks, you'll look way better if you've been going to the gym for a while, of course. That's why I think deeply about things, because I want to get it right the first time. And if I don't get it right, I can analyze why I didn't get it right. But why would you start doing something and then you don't think about it at all? You don't plan at all. You don't, you know? So I just went on a side tangent just to say that I think a lot about stuff. Um, but it is interesting because I do think a lot about stuff, and sometimes my thoughts are stupid because everyone's thoughts are stupid sometimes. Um, if you want to learn more about this, read The Magic of Thinking Big by, I don't know who wrote it, I forgot. But I read that a long time ago, and that's pretty good. That's a good book. Yeah, some of my thoughts are stupid, but some of them are genuine, just like I should pay attention to them. Because not all your thoughts are stupid. Sometimes you feel like you're not good enough. That might not be you not being good enough, or that might not be just a stupid, insecure thought. That might be your mind telling you that you know you can do more. And if you actually listen to it and you do more, then that thought won't appear anymore, and you'll actually feel confident and you'll feel happy about yourself. But if you just treat that thought like stupid, if you just treat it like overthinking, if you just treat it like, oh, you know, nobody else listens to this thought, but you don't want to be like everybody else. You want to be top 1%, top 0.1%, a man or a woman. You want to be a high quality person, not just to be like some high quality person, but just because your life is way better and you can help people, and you just have a better life and you can make others' lives better. That's why we want to be top 1% or whatever. I mean, most people are in the 80%, right? Bottom 80%. So yes, I do think deeply about stuff. Sometimes I overthink. And that's an interesting concept that, I don't know, it's just something he brought to my attention that I think I should consider, because sometimes my thoughts are stupid, and I'm glad when someone challenges my thoughts, because I get to think about it and see if my thought is really stupid or if it's actually something that might benefit me. Lastly, oh shoot, did I forget? Nah, it's just lastly, the feeling of someone listening to you. I think that's just very good. Even though I feel very dissociated right now. Like sometimes I don't even feel like I'm living. Like I'm just, it's almost like watching your body move. It's like, it's weird. It's like, am I even here? Am I living in a simulation? I don't even feel my feet. I don't even feel like I'm living. Am I real? Sometimes it feels like that. And I do think it's because of, first of all, my trauma. And when you're traumatized as a child, your inner child wants to feel safe, and if it can't do anything to change your parents or your environment that makes you feel unsafe, your body will resort to numbing you. It will resort to making you feel dissociated because it hides the pain. It makes you feel out of your body because it hides the suffering that you're going through. You'll feel better if you're feeling numbness than if you're feeling abandoned, right? So your body just shuts off. And that's why I heard of this from somewhere. I'm not sure. I don't have any experience with it at all. I apologize if I seem very insensitive, but people who have been sexually abused, like, sometimes they just kind of take it and they they just kind of freeze up, and it's because they just are experiencing something so horribly damaging and traumatizing that they're just trying to escape with their mind. Their mind is trying to be somewhere else, and then they just don't associate themselves with the experience. And honestly, I think that is sometimes just what you have to do if literally nothing else you can do, which hardly is sometimes isn't the case. But that's just what happens sometimes, I think. Okay, if I'm wrong about that, I'm stupid and it's whatever. Yeah, ignore the fact that I said that. But the concept of dissociating, that's what I experience all the time. That's what I feel right now. I'm also sleep deprived though, so it's a little bit weird. But I just liked the feeling of being listened to. I liked when I said, like, I ramble a bit sometimes just because I want to say everything I just want to get it out there so I don't forget it, because I usually just forget things. That's exactly what I'm doing in this video right now. I'm just yapping, but hopefully there's some value in everything I'm saying. When I yap to him, he actually responds like within a few seconds after, and like even just that is good, because I don't have anyone at home to listen to me. My mom is narcissistic, my dad is kind of crazy and violent, so, but at least they haven't ever hit me until yesterday, and even then it wasn't even like really a hit. It was just a tap with the chair. But I've been safe basically my whole life, physically, I think. But just reaching out, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's really hard to open up even a little bit about whatever you're dealing with. But they will just give you things that might help you. You never know, like, what might be the thing that changes you. Especially when you're young. Like, if you're a teenager watching this, or tween. I hope you're not a tween watching this, but if you are so young still that everything you learn now is pretty, you can learn fast, and it does change you for the rest of your life. If it's something bad, obviously you can kind of override it with other stuff, I believe, but it's good to seek experiences while you're young. Like, reach out for help. Plenty of adults are willing to help. Honestly, I think a lot of them don't really help a lot, but I know that most of them, the vast majority of them, at least take the time to try and listen to you and try to relate what you've gone through to their own experiences and try to help you in some way. Especially for people like me who are like kind of self-improvement, like who are on self-improvement and trying to learn stuff online like you're doing now, which is great. It's kind of hard to relate with adults sometimes because they're from a completely different generation. They haven't learned about self-improvement or stuff. But at least just having someone listen to you, sometimes that is just enough. If it's not enough, that's okay, but at least you experienced it. And at least you might have random moments in your life when you remember the feeling of being listened to, when you remember that one random advice that they said, or they connect how, they gave you a story of their own childhood or something like that makes you feel like you're not alone. You never know when something like that might happen if you never open up. I know it's hard sometimes. For me, I've gone, I don't know, for me it's a bit different. I've done it enough times now that opening up is not the hard part. It is the hard part. It's still really hard, but it's just, I don't know if I even should, because will they give me any value? Would they just make me feel like judge? I'm evaluating their person and how much value they can help me with, rather than my own like problems. It's weird. Like, I analyze them too much, but as long as you're not in that type of situation, it's fine. So yeah, those are the four things that helped me a little bit, that I'm going to continue to think about because I haven't really processed it yet. There's plenty of other things that he said, there's plenty of other stories, but some of the things I just don't agree with. So yeah, but I still, I don't know, my brain is so fried right now, I don't remember a lot. Yeah, that's how I get through every day, I guess. I just kind of forget everything. Those are the four things. Not gonna ramble much further. Number one, damn, I really forgot. I literally forgot everything. Wow. Number one, he cares. Someone cares about you. I care about you. Except that's kind of a lie because I don't know who you are. But if you're struggling, my heart goes out to you. I understand because I've been alone. Number two, being with a group of people like you, hyping you up, listening to you, challenging you, is really beneficial. Really, really beneficial. If you can find a group like that, that is really good beneficial. Number three, whatever it is. Number four, just having someone listen to you is good, and like you never know what might happen when you open up. I think number three was I'm overthinking. Sometimes you are overthinking, but it's hard to tell when you are, if you are the type of person who actually critically thinks and not just has thoughts that just appear. The quality of your thinking is kind of interesting. It's an interesting topic, but if you're the type of person that actually thinks about things deeply, having someone tell you you're overthinking it feels a bit wrong, feels a bit attacking, like they don't understand. But sometimes you are overthinking, you just have to admit that. But also sometimes it's just the truth. Like sometimes you just have shitty parents, sometimes you just feel a certain way, and that's, sometimes there is a problem and you're thinking about it, but it's genuinely a problem. So it's not, the thought isn't the problem in some cases. Sometimes it is the problem, just the thought, like you just ignore it, you just laugh it off. But sometimes your thought is about a problem that's genuinely there. So you have to fix the problem, and then the thought goes away. The thought gave you information because it told you what you need to fix. So there's a fine balance between those two types of thoughts, like useless and useful thoughts. I just want to give you some last bit advice, since you're like here after 28 minutes with your thoughts. There's two different types. There's useless and there's useful thoughts. But no matter what thoughts you get, make sure you're not extremely led on by them. Remember that you are the person watching, observing, listening to the thoughts. You're not the person producing them. Those are two different people. Like you are the one that's watching the thoughts, but your mind is the one just randomly spazzing out thoughts. So no matter whatever your thoughts are saying, it's not you. You can take some as more useful than others. You can disregard some of them. You can laugh about some of them. But at the end of the day, those are just thoughts, and make sure you realize sometimes you're going to get a really bad thought, like maybe of violence, just because you've been traumatized, or even not. That isn't you. It's just a thought. It might be indicative of something, but it's not you, so accept it all. Observe a thought. What helps is meditation. Use Medito, the app. I swear, this is like a huge thing. If you can take this advice, I swear your life will change. But I hope you keep fighting. I hope it gets better for you. Hang on to hope. Remember that someone out there cares. If you haven't discovered them yet, you will. as long as you keep trying to find them again and again. And remember not to get too pissed off, not to get too angry at your own thoughts or something. At the end of the day, please recognize that you are there for yourself. Like, you are on your own side, no matter what anyone else says. Even if I was not on your side, you have to be on your own side. And that's what I mean by like not judging your thoughts too much. Like, sometimes your thoughts attack you. Sometimes your thoughts might, like, they might say bad things about you. Recognize it, understand it. At the end of the day, keep pushing, keep moving forward. All right, peace.